A warm welcome to round 4 of the UCI E-Mountain Bike World Cup. This time we're in Belgium at the famous circuit, the Spa-Francorchamps. Well, it's such an incredible place to be. A wonderful setting and a great few days of racing ahead as the teams get ready after the World Championships. This round presented by Santero Energy. There's the weather conditions that the riders will face. As we look out over the famous forest, let's take a look at the track. The riders will be racing in race number 1 anti-clockwise, each lap 3.7 kilometers, 6 laps, 22.2 kilometers. And here's the new world champion.
Hey, it's Joris Rief here. We are here in Spa at the 4th round of the West. And for me, it's the first race with this beautiful jersey. The organizer did some really good changes to the track from last year. So let's come with me and enjoy a lap on the track.
Joris Rief is going to give us a little look around this track. Here's his statistics. World champion now and Swiss national champion previously.
And now the track is starting. Woo! Maybe in the background you can hear the cars. We are here in Spa on the Formula 1 track. A lot of cars and sounds, but really nice for a race. First, over these rocks. Woohoo! Last climb before the finish. It's again a short one, and the last possibility to make a few overtake maneuvers to be the first on the pretty short sprint section for the finish. Oh, there's Ripley Rock. Woohoo!
A fantastic look at the track with the new world champion Joris Rief. The riders ready for qualification race number 1, warming up on the rollers just to get those legs going before a big effort is required. All important to get all your effort out in qualification because that decides where you start on the grid. Pole position for Raspini, Joris Rief for the men.
So this is my first pole position with the German national champ jersey, and yeah, of course I really look forward to race and hope to win here in Spa, Belgium.
Spa-Francorchamps synonymous with speed. Here's our Raspini pole positions, Rief and Wiedenroth. On to race number 1. Last preparations on the start line. Pole position, Sophia Wiedenroth, the new German champions colours. As always, the men and women starting together in the World E-Bike Series. There's our starting grid. Rief at the top with Mirko Tabacchi of Italy in 2nd place. Flat out race start, and we look for the all-important hole shots. Sponsored by Fassi. Let's take a look at the replay in slow motion. It's Antonio Dauberman of Advanced E-Racing and Jerome Gio with the whole shots. Joris Rief with a good start. Tabacchi following him very, very closely behind.
Sono partito un po' tranquillo, diciamo, dopo
I had a good start. I was right behind the world champion. I tried to catch him on lap 3 and I reduced the gap by a few seconds.
The first 2 laps I was in front and he made always pressure in the climbs. I had the feeling I'm a little bit better in the technical sections, and then when he overtook me, I made pressure from the back all the time.
Well, unfortunately on the following downhill section I had a puncture and had to stop by the tech zone. Once I restarted though, I did my best to get closer to the leader again. Look at the speed of Tabacchi as he goes past Jerome Gio there. And here is Rief. He's giving it everything to try and win this race. In the women's race, Wiedenroth with Tonzo just behind. Antonia Dauberman. She was fast, wasn't she, in the whole shot. Tonzo, though, making her move. This is Sophia Wiedenroth having a good start to this Spa double-header. But at the finish line in the men's race, little wheelie from the world champion. Joris Rief is on a fantastic winning streak. Second place for the Italian Mirko Tabacchi. And as always, the camaraderie is good. Jérôme Gillot, former world champion, in third place. Let's take a look at the men's results. Reef at the top of the leaderboard from Tabacchi, from Gillot.
The feeling is really good. I think this jersey is giving me a lot of wings. Already the qualification was really good. 3 seconds faster than everyone, so that was nice. And the race was so hard, but I managed to do a good, and yeah, I really like it. And also the ground here in Spa is so nice to ride, like good grip, but a little bit wet, perfect.
Great race. In the women's race, it was Justine Tonzo who took the victory, just ahead of Wiedenroth in second. Doberman in third place. Here's confirmation of the women's results.
This year I enjoyed the race. I think I controlled it because the first 3 laps I was just behind Sofia and I felt very, very strong. I was happy about my shape, and then when I decided to push and to be in front of Sofia, I just put as much as power as I can, and then I finished the race in the first place, so I'm very happy.
As we look at the whole shot presentation, sponsored by Fassi, Jérôme Gillot and Doberman, and there's our podium in the women's race, led by Justine Tonzo. All celebrations, here's the standings. Tonzo retains her lead at the top of the boards. Here's the podium in the men's race. Joris Reef takes the victory ahead of Tabacchi. Celebrations from them. Gillot, though, maintains his lead in the standings. Let's take a look at the course. Clockwise direction this time, 3.7 kilometres, 6 laps and 22.2 kilometres of racing. The riders getting ready for this qualification. Everybody focused. Is Reef going to go out unbeaten this week? And I'm sure Gillot will have something to say about it. All the riders getting their technique around this course. The Raspini pole position for the women. Sophia Wiedenroth again looking superb. And for the men, was it Reef? All thumbs up from him. But actually look at the speed. Jérôme Gillot, he's back at the top of the leaderboards. Jérôme Gillot is the fastest qualifier. There's our pole position riders. We're on to race number 2. The weather has taken a turn for the worst in Raspini pole position. Jérôme Gillot, everybody just trying to stay nice and warm and ready for what is going to be a tough race. Very much different to day number 1. Sophia Wiedenroth keeping that jacket on for as long as possible. The weather, 11 degrees, pouring with rain and 18km/h winds. This is our starting grid. Wiedenroth down there in 7th place. Gillot top of the leaderboard. That will renew his motivation. We're underway in race 2 here at Spa-Francorchamps. Let's take a look for the whole shot as the riders sneak their way through that corner at high speed. There's the replay, the Fassi whole shot. Wiedenroth and Theo Scham this time for the men. This is Joris Reef. His technique is absolutely superb. This is Jérôme Gillot in 2nd place. He's in that leader's jersey. He's trying to find some way to come back in 3rd place. Rico Liebsch in German colours. And look at the speed of Wiedenroth. It doesn't matter that it's been pouring with rain. She is piling on the pressure on Justine Tonzo in 2nd. Magneti Morelli Checkstar power lap. Joris Reef. Wiedenroth. She takes a Magneti Morelli power lap for the women. Tonzo still maintaining 2nd place. Tabacchi now consolidating his 3rd place. Ismael Esteban, we took a look at his bike earlier. He's in 4th, jumping his way over that little rock, making short work of the climbs. Antonio Doberman in 3rd place is still looking good, but at the finish of the men's, another wheelie. It's a double-header weekend from Joris Reef. Second place goes to Jérôme Gio of La Paire Overvolt. And in third place, Mirko Tabaki. Let's hear from the winner today, Joris Reef. After our standings and results, Joris Reef at the top of the leaderboard from Gio, from Tabaki.
Yeah, it was so cool, and finally a really good rideable track in wet conditions. For sure I prefer to have dry conditions, but this time it was so good. Short climbs, everything was rideable, and in the end, yeah, it was a really good race and smooth race from my side.
Sophia Wiedenroth points to the sky, big celebration. She takes a double header. Tonzo in second place. And in third place this time, Antonia Dauberman. Here's the results of the women's race number 2. Wiedenroth at the top of the boards.
The race was crazy, like just half an hour before the race started, it was pure rain, and I did like a last-minute decision to change my tires into mud tires. And I think this was really an advantage for me because it was so muddy, and with the mud tires I still had a little bit of grip, and I'm actually super happy to win here in Spa on a really unique course.
Fantastic racing. Now it's time for the ceremonies. Let's take a look at the winners firstly of the Magneti Morelli Czech Style Power Lap. It's Reef and Wiedenroth. And the Nafasi hole shots, Theo Scham and Sophia Wiedenroth this time. The podium of race 2 with Wiedenroth again on the top step. Tonzo though leads. Her advantage on Wiedenroth is starting to diminish. Joris Reef, this man is on a rich vein of form right now. He wins again. But Jérôme Gio still top of the leaderboard, but that gap again is narrowing. Fantastic racing in Belgium, in Spa-Francorchamps. The riders now head to Germany. Round 5 in a couple of days' time, September the 2nd to 3rd, for back-to-back and on a brand new track, the first ever WES German round. Bye for now.